So you ready for a story? Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm fine. So I'm going to try something a little bit different here on this channel from time to time. I don't know, maybe once, twice a month maybe. I'm going to tell some stories of my life, things from when I was growing up, maybe some things that are currently going on in my life right now, or just, stories that may make you laugh. Maybe I won't tell any that will make you cry. Needless to say, I'm going to try this out and see how it goes. You let me know what you think about it. So this is story number 1, and it happened last week. As you know, last week we had election day, and it just so happens this story takes place on election day. Tuesday morning I woke up and went to vote like every good American should have that morning. Once I voted, I got in my truck and I drove to work. That particular morning, it did something that hasn't done in Georgia for quite some time. It rained. It amazes me how when you add a new element into your common everyday surroundings, such as rain, how it makes you forget what you're doing. Especially people that are driving, because it seems like when you put water on a road, people who drive completely forget what they're doing. Such is the case. I was driving to work, I'm going downtown, and a man decides to walk out into the street. Now, he didn't get all the way across. He stops in the turning lane, and the car in front of me decides, hey, let's let this guy pass. You've got a car. It's much larger than a human being. And the car decides to surrender his right of way to this pedestrian who, mind you, is not crossing at a crosswalk. He is just crossing the road because he wants to, apparently. My immediate reaction to this was sort of extreme for me. It went kind of like this. No, 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 no! Don't stop! Don't stop! Yeah, that was about right. So I had to slow down and stop because the car in front of me had stopped for this pedestrian who was walking across the street, not at a crosswalk. So I'm waiting patiently for a large human being, he was quite large, to walk across the road, and I looked in my rear view mirror and saw something amazing. There was a car coming towards me, and I couldn't see into that car. I couldn't look at the man's face. I couldn't tell if he was texting. I couldn't tell if he was daydreaming or if he was caught up into some song on his CD player. All I can tell you is that I looked in that rearview mirror and immediately knew this cat has no idea that I am stopped in the middle of this road. I mean, for all I know, the only thing going through his mind is I am on a road, and on a road you drive, and you do not stop for anything, you just drive. And that's what he did. He never hit the brakes. He just plowed right into my rear end. It's 2012, folks. I haven't had a wreck since 1997. You know that feeling when you get into a wreck, your heart's just... You don't know how to react, and especially if it's not your fault. And of course, the first wreck I ever got in was my fault, and maybe we'll talk about that sometime. But this one wasn't my fault, and I had this complete sense of helplessness. The sense of anger came over me that someone hit me from behind. So first off, let me just say, I was not hurt. The driver was not hurt. The car in front of me had already started driving, so I did not hit them. I got out of the car with all these emotions just running through my brain of what to say or what to do, and the guy gets out of his car and he walks up to me and he says, "Sir, are you okay?" To which I can only honestly and truthfully respond as a pastor, I let him know, 1, I was not happy, and 2, that it was best to keep my mouth shut. So we waited. And did I mention it was raining? Because I was standing outside in the rain as well. So the police officer shows up. He asks us to take our car off the road, pull over to this parking lot. And we're standing there in the rain, and the large human being who crossed the road in front of the car in front of me shows up. He shows up and he says, "Are you okay?" "I'm fine. I am okay. It is probably best, sir, that you do not talk to me." I said the "I'm fine" part. The rest of it was in my head. It was there. And then he decides to give me the reason of why it was so important, why it was so imperative for him to walk out into the road on a rainy day in front of a long string of cars. He looks at me with all the seriousness in his eyes and he says, "I had to pee." What do you say to that? So, I haven't had my truck all week. I'm actually going to go pick it up today. And now I'm in a predicament because the guy's insurance company has been really nice. And they gave me a rental car. In fact, they gave me a rental truck to drive while my truck is being fixed. They didn't just give me a nice truck or just something to get by. They gave me a brand new truck. Like, it's 2013 truck. This year is 2012. This truck is a year ahead of where I'm at this present moment in time. It has that smell, you know, the new truck smell or new car smell. Why do we like that smell? It's clean. And my truck isn't clean. And today I've got to go and I've got to give it back. I've got to give back the rental truck. And I don't want to. So that's my story. Maybe you liked it. There's plenty more where that comes from. If you haven't subscribed yet, go up top here, press subscribe. Sayonara.